Come chill over here with me. Yeah, it's a blank wall. Guys, I'm in the middle of changing things. Can you tell? Hello, it's a Sunday. I've already had a problem with my cord. What happened to my background? Guys, we're in the middle of doing stuff. Okay, hopefully I sound okay. I forgot to get my headphones to check things. It's a Sunday. It's the last Sunday of October. We're going to go ahead. We're going to see if we can get through a podcast today. I'm going to open up a skein of yarn early just because I can. Hey, Nikki. How's your week going? What in the world? Some days NVDA. Okay, but then you won't read the message? We're making changes. Can you tell stuff's in the middle of transition? There's a lot of naked wall behind me. Oh, naked wall. Okay, we have things to talk about. It's a high of 26 degrees Celsius today because I'm allowed no fall, apparently. No fall for me. Okay, cool. Lasai. And then when I'm done podcasting, there is a sea of bags of yarn on my floor that I need to deal with. Well, yeah. You have to celebrate your birthday when it works best for you to celebrate your birthday. The important part is that you're celebrating your birthday. Also, you have that fabulous fall colored yarn for a cardigan, I hear. And yes, I'm very excited for that because fall colors are best colors. I mean, for me, and I'm sure they're not the best colors for everybody on the planet, but I love fall colors. Can I see them all the time anymore? No. The answer is no. No, I can't. That's fine. I got some water. I am powered by the joy of butter tarts and muffins. So, super healthy lunch. And I'm figuring, even though technically we don't usually open up the yarn club till the start of the month, I don't want to wait like 5 days into October to open up the next yarn. So we're going to open up the next yarn, October's yarn from my yarn club, the one that I built out of my own stash today. We're going to talk about some projects today. We're going to talk about some October Halloween spooky plans. And hopefully we have an enjoyable podcast. All right. First up, we need to make some space on the counter table. Let's do granny squares first because I've got the granny square check-in after this. So that'll be a thing. Are my finishes? Oh, yes. Nikki, I'm going to need to see that cardigan. I'm also going to need to try to see if I can see those colors. But toast and peanut butter sounds amazing. I had a brown sugar cinnamon walnut muffin, and I ate 2 butter tarts that were homemade that I made. I'm going to very quickly run out of butter tarts because I keep eating them like they're candy, and I'm a child at Halloween. But that's not anybody but future Jocelyn's problem, and future Jocelyn's going to have regrets. But that's fine. I have found 2 of my 3 complete squares for this marled DK weight, sport weight maybe? No, DK weight. DK weight granny square blanket that I've started. Now, I don't know how big this is going to be in the end, and I don't know what color of neutral yarn I'm going to use to connect the squares together to sort of like frame each of the squares. But I found 2 of the 3. I have a third one floating around somewhere. It's fine. It's floating around somewhere. This is either going to be an epic bed blanket or an amazing end of bed blanket. Like, does anybody still do that anymore? I do. But you have that blanket that's like at the end of the bed. But it's also like a pseudo throw, so you can like crawl under it and have a midday nap on bed, but not mess up your bed so that you don't have to make it again when you get up. Or like a nice chair throw. I'm not sure. We'll see how many squares I have when I run out of yarn. We'll use that as the marker. Hello, Asa. How are you doing today? So, until I find the third one, let's just add to the pile of disaster that's going on all around me. I have my chair, and my chair spins, and I have a tiny, tiny narrow path to get out. Because every once in a while you got to dehydrate. That's how it works. You put water in. Water's got to go somewhere. But that's it. The rest of my floor is covered in yarn. Hey, Jen, how are you doing today? It's fine. I got the big furniture moved. I got the big stuff done. Once I've put all the yarn away and the yarn storage is going over there, I then have to shift the computer, which I did not want to do when I had a timed event coming up. So I'm definitely going to do it after the Zoom later today with the Granny Square check-in with everybody, because I super want to have fiddly space in case something goes wrong with the reconnects. However, I've discovered now that I stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and I podcast live on Sundays, I don't have 2 days off in a row when I'm not on the internet. I get 1 day off between being on the internet with my face. So, welcome to the mess. This is what happens when I'm left alone for too long. I reorganize. That's not true. I need to fix the lighting situation is what it is, and I'm thinking if I've got better access to a natural light source, that'll work better for me. Technically, I am still working on square 4 of these marled squares. I wanted to be on square 5. Kinda fell behind this week. I didn't get as much done as I wanted. So as a recap, we are using scrap yarn because we are in a let's destash the hoard and use up them little leftover bits and bobs. So I'm holding 2 strands of fingering double on a 4mm crochet hook, and I'm literally just making granny squares. There's no more complex than that. I'm letting the yarn do all the work. Once I've made as many squares as I can, I'm going to frame them in an aforementioned undecided neutral color, and then we shall see how big we are. I could always make like a wider frame, but I don't think so. I think I just want like a very narrow, almost like stained glass. You know how you have the gray metal in between the glass, the soft iron metal in between the glass pieces. I think I want to do that. I want to like have a very narrow sort of, like an inch would almost be too wide, like half an inch wide, neutral colored blocking between each of the colors here. So I could always make like a wider border in the neutral if I wanted to. Those are decisions we're going to have to make as we get closer to a finish. This is I'm cleaning. The lighting situation's pretty hard. So if I have the light on like I do right now, I have an extra light on to do the podcast work. It really blows out my vision really bad, and I can't do much on the screen, if anything at all on a screen. So I was trying to think of a way to do it so that I had access to natural light. And what you don't see is like off on this direction is a window. And if I open the blinds just a touch, that light is less aggressive on my eyeballs, but I know it is a better lighting source. So it's sort of a forced change to make recording and podcasting easier for me and streaming easier for me. So it is also technically the end of September, and it is time to do your fall cleaning. So it just kind of worked really well. Worked really well for the two of them. I do not want to put this on the floor because I do not want to have those balls roll away right now. That would be really, really bad. However, I'm 2/3 done. I'm at the put everything back and assemble it stage, and then I can move the computer desk to its new location so it's got a different light source. But I ran out of time. I ran out of time. I started at 9 this morning, and I'm still putting yarn back in its rightful place. I have so much yarn. Oh my God. I'm also using it as an opportunity to double check all my counts and numbers for my stash. So, it's a thing. Oh, Jen, I suspect it's going to be you cleaning your space the same way as it's me cleaning my space. I have tackled some of the other big like fall cleanings. Like I've pulled the blinds down from all the windows and I've washed all those. I pulled out the refrigerator. I pulled out the stove. I did those cleanings. I haven't cleaned inside the stove. And if we're honest, the oven will be the last thing I clean because I don't like doing it. But I know it needs to be done. I've cleaned in behind the bathtub for the season. There's another place that nobody ever wants to go back in to clean, but it needs to be done at least once a year. So here we go. Wash the walls. I just haven't finished all the cleaning and moving for stuff in the office, which is an extra complicated thing this week. What? Also, you're doing amazing on the vest work. Someone might be aware, also is aware, of my epic to-do list before I'm allowed to cast on a Halloween sweater. So, it's a thing. I'm not coming to clean either of your lady spaces. I have enough trouble cleaning my own. I'm just telling you that right now. I con- Conversely, I know that having a cleaning lady would stress my cat out. I'm with you, Jen. I do understand that, like, my cat would not handle that well. And since your puppy gets started. Oh my god, if I can ever afford to have a cleaning lady, I am having a cleaning lady. Oh my god. Even if they're just doing the weekly clean and I still have to do like the big deep clean once or twice a year, oh, the time it will give me. The time it will give me. Yes. Because remember, I can't see diddly fart all, which means I have to go over everything twice. I have to do it by grid work. I have to do it methodically, and then I'm still get faces and comments from people because they're like, "Oh, you missed a spot." I'm like, "Oh, still blind." So it's just, don't like it. If I could offload that task, I'd be so freaking happy. No, also, if I showed up at your place, there would be a lot of eating, a lot of shopping, and a lot of knitting. And a lot of touristy stuff. There'd be so much touristy stuff because I'd want to go see all the old things. All the old things. And then you could watch people panic in the streets when you leave me unattended and they don't know what to do with me. Always a good time. I am my own entertainment. Oh, you wish it would work that way. No, it's usually comments like, "Oh, did you not see that?" And I'm like, seriously? You're serious asking someone who's going blind if they didn't see something small on the floor when they're nearly 6 feet tall? The answer is no. The answer is no. Usually involves me looking over my glasses and going, "Are you sure you want to continue that comment line? Because I'm sure you don't. I assure you, you don't." All right. I do have some wins this week, so it wasn't all just I didn't work as much on my granny squares as I should have this week. I have two finishes. I have two finishes that are Christmas presents. That's right. I said the dreaded C word. I know it's only September, but knitting Christmas presents takes time. And Canada Post is on strike, so I don't know if I can get my advent in the mail for Ossa. So it's a thing. However, I will see my sister over the Christmas holiday break, and she put in a request for a new scarf, hat, and mitten set. And I said, sure. Now, she's got a nice midwinter look. Here's a shameless self plug. I have the is it midwinter collection? Also, what did we name that? It's fingerless mittens or mittens, and it's a hat situation and a cowl. Midwinter collection. Oh man, it was clever and I liked it. So of course I can't remember what I called it. Oh. Yeah, no, my brain is completely fallen out my ears. The only thing holding it in now is my ear headphones. She has one of the mid sets that I made. I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name of it. I made it and I can't remember the name of it. It's available on Ravelry. I know it's for sale. It's a pattern. She has one of those, which is a nice lightweight, like late fall, early winter situation. She doesn't have like a deep winter situation. And my sister is a person who runs cold. She loves her sweaters, her layers. She loves the heat. She hates the winter. She enjoys the summer. Like we are very opposite on that marker. So I said, yeah, I would make her a set, but I'm going to make her a heavy winter set, knowing midwinter is correct. Also, okay, thank you. I know that she'll use it. So I also know that I'm going to line the hat and the mittens with a nice fleece because any additional sort of heat creating or saving sort of situation I can create for her is going to be better for my sister. Where the idea of fleece lined mittens and anything other than -40 like makes me sweat just thinking about it. Like, oh no, my my sister's not mean. It's fine. It'll go well for her. And it was brioche month. And we all know I got angry at the fab cardigan because I don't think it's beginner friendly. I think it's intermediate unless you're going to change your instructions. So I decided to whip up a really quick brioche hat. So I did a really quick brioche hat. It's just brioche knit. There's no purling in here. I did it flat. I seamed it up. It's huge because it's bulky, but I wanted it to be big because I need to put a lining in it. I don't know what fleece lining I'm going to do for it. Um, I'm probably going to take the hat with me everywhere I go till I get into a fabric store and I can take a look at some fleeces because I think I really only need like half a yard of fleece to do the hat and the mittens. And whatever I pick then, that'll be fine. I do need to start the mittens, which I haven't done yet, but that's okay. The hat is finished. We're cinched together. We're seamed. Are the ends woven in? Don't be ridiculous. The ends won't get woven in until I either am attaching the fleece like a week before Christmas or like Christmas Eve because I have to give the present out the next day. Why? I don't know. I just do. The other thing I made for my sister this week was a double wrapped cowl. I saw her on Monday. I had a chunk of this done, and I was like, hey, do you want it as an infinity cowl that you can double wrap up nice and snug? Did you want it as a scarf? If you want it as a scarf, do you want tassels? Do you want fringe? What do you want? And she looked at me and she's like, cowl. And I was like, excellent choice. Because then I'm not making fringe that I have to worry she can take off so she can wash it. Because she has dogs and not wee little dogs. She has them biggin dogs. So I need to wash and block this because this is still going to stretch like a crazy person yet. But it is seamed, and I do need to weave in the ends. This will not get lined in fleece. That's crazy pants. It also wraps up and is super cowly and super squishy. So between that and the hat, we should lose her head entirely. No head visible, and I think that's exactly what she wants. So I have 2 of 3 items done for my sister's Christmas present, which is good because that means I can start working on the mittens this week and pretend I'm going to weave in the ends. I think I'm going to put this set in that white vintage market tote crochet bag that I made last month. I feel like that'll be an excellent Christmas gift bag for it. So that's what I'm going to do with that. I haven't published, but I have written up. It needs to be edited because right now it's still very much in Jocelyn, which isn't English. Jocelyn is not English. Jocelyn's its own subdialect. I need to edit it to English, but I have a post for Ko-fi where I'm going to I have written out. It's a simplistic instructions for the brioche knit stitch. It's too many words. As someone who plays Magic the Gathering cards, I can tell you that sometimes more words is not helpful. I broke it down, I pulled it apart, and I made the instructions as absolutely hand-holdy and basic as possible with as few words as possible. So I was trying to be as succinct and as clear as I could. And I'm going to publish that for the scarf for everybody to have. And then with the mittens and the hat, I'll do a gauge swatch and I'll do some math and stuff, but that would be a paid pattern section. And I wanted to do that because I am so annoyed at the lack of coherent instructions for brioche knitting because it's not hard. It's not hard, and I don't think we need to be making a fuss about it. But we have wins. I'm going to put these over with the 2 squares for the blanket I'm working on, which is good because I needed some wins. It's like the end of September and the end of brioche month with the Fiber Friends. So that's all said and done. Now, am I going to do the fab cardigan at some point? Yes. Yes, but I want the Bernat Premium Black Tweed yarn, and I want to go to Michael's. Yes, in acrylic because it will be worsted and it'll be an outside thing. So I want to be able to stick it in the washer and dryer, which you can't stick wool in a dryer, and that's fine. I have a lot of wool things that I love, but for outside stuff, I have to be able to clean it aggressively and often to get the outside smells out, or it's a problem for my allergies. Anyway, I want the black Bernat Premium Tweed, and I want to go to Michael's and I want to find a fall variegated worsted weight acrylic something, probably carrion cake. But I want like fall. So obviously 2-color brioche is what I'd be doing for it. I want all those dark, moody fall vibes for the fab cardigan. So for the moment, it is on hold. So I will go back and I will make it later. When later? Literally this morning, I woke up to Asa with a link to a pair of brioche library house socks, like reading sock situation. So like that might happen immediately. Um, but it's not a part of the to do. I have it to do till the end of September, and Asa's already trying to distract me. I think she wants me to fail so I don't cast on a Halloween sweater. Little, little do you know, I might cast it on anyway. I'm a sucker for a cast on. We all know that, right? I remembered to bring my sock with me today. I didn't get a lot of progress done. I had the urge to cast on at like midnight one night. I was like, I'm not winding yarn at midnight. I don't care that it's quiet. I'm not doing it. I grabbed a ball from the sesh of fingering weight yarns because it is all sock yarn. I know it's all sock yarn because all I buy is sock yarn. Do I know who this is from? Absolutely not. Do I know that it's more than 75 grams? Yeah, I weighed it. We're good. And did I have a spare? Like, did I have a free set of needles? Sure did. Did I cast on a sock? Absolutely. Is this my sock? This is my sock. So it's just a vanilla toe up sock. It works well when I go out and I have to go do. I can see if I can angle that properly. Go out and run errands and patterns. I think it'll make a nice pair of cute shorties, which is what I want to make because we're into sock wearing season in the mornings, at least for me. And I like shorties. I like a Jocelyn shorty, which is sort of technically. I'm gonna say it's a shorty, even though I can put the socks on and they'll stay on my feet after I put my basketball style sneakers on. So high tops. So they're not like super short. It's got about like this much leg on it, which is still technically a shorty sock to me. So that was my random cast on that I completely forgot to show you guys the toe box of last week. I haven't made a ton of progress, but to be honest, I haven't really been out at appointments this week. I've had a couple, but it hasn't been an appointment heavy week this week. Next week, though, oh, baby, let me tell you. I did go start getting my shots for the year. That was fun. Ugh. Ugh. I say, ugh. Okay, we've got one more project. We've got yarn to open, and then we can talk about the things that I want to get going on for Halloween. Other than the brain, we all know I'm crocheting a brain. We all know I'm crocheting a brain. I've got more progress on my. Please tell me I'm not in the middle of the row. Oh, good, I'm not. I have more progress done on the front panel for the Mallow cardigan. This is panel number 2. I need to get to 26.5 inches. I need to find my first panel. I don't know where it's gone, but I'm moving stuff, so obviously I've lost everything and I need to put everything away to find it again. That's how this works for me. However, I can show you guys some wonderful Arena Fireweed Fiber Co yarn. This is I'd Like a Fresh Bowl, which is, as you know, one of the half-year Ally McBeal yarn club that she did to honor her mother's passing just a few years ago. So I've got that going on. This is by my computer, and I work on it as I'm editing things and exporting things, as they say, which is good. I need to get the back panel done. However, working on these front panels has definitely put a fire under my butt for that, and I want to work on that lace panel now. So that is a good sign. So with that, this was supposed to be the field sweater, and I was supposed to be done it freaking months and months and months ago. Am I? No, I am not. Thank heavens I'm friends with Erin and she understands I can't deadline knit to save my soul. She didn't give me a deadline, which I appreciate. So, we did it. That is what I've worked on this week. Have I been distracted by many things? Yes. There was a lot of brioche knitting this week since the scarf and the hat didn't really exist last week. The hat definitely didn't exist last week. The scarf was like still at baby stages. So that was a lot of knitting. Not as much crocheting as I needed to get done, which is a problem. I also technically started a new floor mat situation for under the computer desk, but like, do you guys really want to see a granny square at this point? It's over here somewhere, I think. Yeah, here it is. I just grabbed a scrap ball of yarn. It's just a granny square. It's just a granny square. It's because Phaedra gets grumpy when I pull the floor mat that I have made for under the computer desk up and I wash it, and then it like takes a day or two to dry. So I'm making up a backup one to go down when the one I'm cleaning has been picked up, so we never not without a nice little floor mat situation. No pattern. I literally just make a granny square until it is as big as it's going to be for the depth I want, and then I just add on to one side to make it rectangular shape. So that's all I do. I don't even care what color combos go into it. It's something I put my feet on and my cat sleeps on under my computer desk. It looks like a scrappy floor rug because that's what it is. Just out of some miscellaneous acrylic that I have floating around. Boy, I need to unfortunately reweigh all of my scrap yarn. I have not been keeping track of that as well as I should be. I also need to count all of my skeins of yarn because I've been accepting yarn all year and I haven't been keeping track of everything that's been coming in. Terrible podcaster. Okay. I'm going to open up a thing of yarn for October. I know it's not October, but I want to put this away somewhere and not have to worry about it for a while. So we're going to, ooh, this is a double one. We're going to open up this one. I'd like to have this tucked away, and I don't want to have to wait till like October the what? 6th? 5th? 4th? 5th? The 1st is Wednesday. 2nd is Thursday. Friday's the 3rd. 4th, Saturday, 5th. I don't want to wait till the 5th of October to see what my yarn is for the month. And I mean, I didn't think you guys would tell me no, right? You guys are okay if I open this up 2 days early? She waits silently, watches the tumbleweeds roll through, waits to see if chat responds. It's on like a 20-second delay, so I gotta wait for a hot second. But if nobody tells me no, we're opening up this one today. If somebody tells me no, I still might open it today. We'll see how rabble-rousy I feel today. Sure, Asa says yes, so that means we can. We do need to talk about Halloween, which is next month. And the spooky content things that I want to put out next month and I want to do. Yeah, excellent. Jen and Asa both say yes. We're good to go. I have some Halloween projects planned, and then Cheryl was talking about maybe doing a Halloween sweater, which I, of course, just added to my list. Let's see what we got going on here. We got paper crinkling. That exploded. Yikes. That was an aggressive explosion of aggressiveness. Do I have a garbage bag down there? Oh, I do. Oh, good. Oh, hey. This is the wool-like stuff. Oh, I got 2 balls. Well, a ball and 2/3 of a ball. Ooh, this is almost lace weight, guys. This is very fine yarn. I like this stuff. Okay, I understand it's acrylic. I understand it's wool-like. I understand it's not. It's got some wool, but not really. Is it as soft as some wools? No. No, it is not. It is not as soft as some wools. It is, in fact, on acrylic. It's just a soft acrylic. But check out the fineness of that thread, though. That is a light fingering or a lace. It's light fingering or lace. It's very thin. But it's a nice gray. I haven't done anything with that Halloween yarn yet that I got, that we opened up last month. Do I? Oh, you know what? No. I know what I want to do with that Halloween yarn. I have some small 50-gram balls of solid colors. Do I pull out one of those Halloween triangle cowls and make one of those with this gray being my base color? Ghosts in white, pumpkins in orange, bats in, I don't know, dark blue, whatever I've got, dark purple. I don't even know what colors I've got. That could be a fun, October project. No, I haven't cast a Talia vest on, if anybody's wondering, and that's because I'm not sure where that project bag is. I was looking for it the other day, and it didn't happen. So I'm thinking, like a Halloween cowl. That would be a fun, spooky project. I'd have to take something else off my list. That would not. I definitely have enough of the gray. Paired up with some colors, do a little more stash diving. Maybe I pull in that Halloween yarn that I got from the other month. I haven't cast it on yet. Maybe I wind that up and use that. That could be good. Oh, that could be very good. Ooh, that's got some potential. Because I have that one Halloween triangle cowl. It does sound like a fun project, doesn't it also? And it's color work in the round. All the things I like. I want to try that triangle shaped cowl because I want to know, like, it's a kerchief style cowl. Like, I want to know how she did it. I want to see the technical proficiencies for it. But with that Halloween yarn, I think that would be really pretty. Or I have some blue sparkly yarn. Technically not Halloween colored, but it would look really pretty. I can just do Halloween shapes. It doesn't have to be in Halloween colors. I like that idea. Okay. I cannot do a Halloween cowl and a sweater in a month. I'm going to try anyway. I've got check in with Louise on the 3rd, right? Because we decided Friday was the 3rd. Yes. Friday's the 3rd. That was me thinking really hard. If I wait to cast on my sweater or cowl kerchief situation, I could then make that my secret crafting for the month. Because it does, so long as I don't show the internet, I can show it off wherever I want in real life. So I could still technically. Now we're cooking with oil, people. Now I'm thinking, because either way, if I have it to wear for the 31st, but you guys just don't see it till the first Friday of November. I mean, that's fine. And we all know me. Halloween lasts till after Christmas anyway. So, like, we're in it for the next few months. I would have to make the Halloween sweater DK weight, which isn't unfeasible. That's not right. That wordage sounds wrong. Yeah, that wordage sounds wrong. Because I know I want to. Ooh, I should pull up. I don't have the tab open with the pattern that I wanted to talk about for the Halloween sweater. Okay, I'm going to try to multitask. That should go over excitingly well. Okay. We've got. Yes, we've got. Because the Fiber Friends October challenge is Halloween, which I love. Oh my god, I'm just throwing things everywhere. Oh god. No, I don't want a context menu. I want Ravelry.com, please. It was the second link that showed up. It was the one right after the AI suggested garbage. We want library. And I want to pull up my... It's a sweater, but I want to tell you guys the name of the sweater because it's a circular yoke Halloween color worked sweater. If you guys like the right name, it's fingering weight, so I would have to do a little bit of math to get it to work for like a DK weight. But if I do it at DK weight, then we're definitely approaching something that I could get done in a month. You know, because I thought originally that I would do like the little yellow sweater by Mallory, because I have the little yellow sweater. It's a little cute cropped sweater, and I was like, you know, what would be really super cute? That in the slutty pumpkin colorway. So like that is absolutely on the agenda that I could do for my Halloween sweater, because then I can wear it with like black t-shirts and black tank tops and my pumpkin skirt. You know? Just saying. Oh god, Ravelry and my screen reader. Just stop talking, screen reader. There is a reason why people don't like using you, and it's not because you're awkward. Okay, here it is. Ah, there it is. I want to make sure I list it. It's Fall Favorite Collection by Megan Reagan. Huh. Sure enough, it is. Heck, what do I know? So, this one was published in September 2021. We're knitting, we're a sweater, we're a color work yoke. Obviously, we have it's a collection, so like there's different charts to pick from, so you can pick as many or as few charts as you want. I'm assuming I haven't read through the pattern. I own it. Oh, it is DK weight. Oh, hot damn. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's even better. That's even better. Oh, I can totally do that. To be fair, guys, I'm not allowed to cast on a Halloween sweater unless I get through a truly epic to-do list, of which one of them is finish moving around and cleaning up the office. Hence the naked wall behind me instead of a lovely wall of yarn. But it calls for 21 stitches over 24 rows at 4 inches. I mean, I obviously wouldn't use a 3.5 or a 4.5 millimeter needle. It would be much tighter than 21 stitches over 4 inches. But I can use that slutty pumpkin colorway in the yoke, but make the rest of the sweater in that nice dark, like in that nice charcoal color of the Barocco vintage I have. Because I would obviously just hold the slutty pumpkin doubled, and it would be into that DK weight range. So, oh, that opens up so many options. Oh my gosh. Boy, 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 my screen reader. Anytime there's a link, screen readers will read the entire link. It doesn't matter if it's embedded link or not. So even though you see the name of the pattern, I get the whole freaking link read out to me, like a URL link. Ugh. Not my favorite way to navigate the universe. Okay. I mean, we're cooking with. I should look up that kerchief one too. Okay. I'm not, because I'm already annoyed at the screen reader. But, hear me out. We need to do a crochet brain for the apothecary table, which is currently in progress. I took a before photo before it was pulled apart. So I took a photo of what it looked like before. I'm just about at the midway point, mostly because I'm still in the middle of doing my seasonal change. Like, my house space is a disaster. It's just piles of stuff. And I'm like, oh, I could not have company over right now. But once I get that set up, it needs a crocheted brain, and I need to do that eyeball bouquet this year, if I can. I think I own the pattern. If I don't, I might not be able to, because I don't have that much money on my life. I feed myself, I feed my cat, and pay my bills. Those are my priorities. Everything else above and beyond goes towards knitting patterns, yarn, and or video games. And that's the way I like it. We've got, I've got the brain I want to crochet. I want to try to do the eyeball bouquet. If we put in the sweater and the handkerchief cowl situation, that's four projects in 1 month. If I make one of them my secret crafting, that's probably doable. I still have the Talia vest, which I'm freaking desperate to cast on. I've read the instructions. I understand the charts. Let's get going. I need to find the project bag with the freaking yarn that's wound and ready to go in the bag. It's fine. I will find it as I clean. I know it'll show up. Just things. I was thinking, well, it doesn't feel like fall, Jen. Like, it really doesn't feel like fall. I am struggling. I pulled the stuff out, but I'm struggling to put it out because I'm like, but it's 20 freaking 6 degrees for a high today. It doesn't matter that it's cool in the morning. It's still summer hot in the daytime. It doesn't feel like fall. It feels like late summer. And I don't want to put out Halloween in late summer. I want to put out Halloween in the fall. So I don't know. I don't know. I know this is just how it goes. It takes longer and longer for real fall. Snow gets closer and closer to it's Christmas before it gets here. And that is what it is. It's not what I remember it being when I was a kid. So like I am struggling to understand the weather changes over the course of the last decade or so. But I know it needs to be done. I'm traveling next month. I don't have time to be putting up Halloween halfway through October. So like it's gotta get done this weekend. Because like I'm in Regina the weekend of the 17th because there's a knitting show in Regina. I'm going to be there with Erin for Fireweed Fabric Co. Like I know she's out in Knit City. She's doing Knit City stuff this weekend with Tristan and Tracy and stuff. And oh, I can't wait to hear the stories when they come back because they always come home with a good story. But Yikes, that's the 17th of October is not that far away. It's not that far away. It's not going to take long to get there. And we're traveling beforehand. So I'm like, hmm, hmm. It is so warm, Jen. Like, it's so hard to want to put out Halloween when you don't have fall. And I want to drink the pumpkin spice lattes. I want to go out and justify buying the pumpkin spice lattes and the apple ciders and stuff. But it doesn't feel like fall. It still feels like summer weather. So it's really hard because I also love soups and stews and curries and stuff. But this is not the soup stew curry season of my dreams. Let us be honest about it. It's not. The heat's not even on in the building. We're not cold enough to have the heat on in the building. We are not fall weather. We are not fall weather. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to do with it anymore. Just give up, throw my hands, toss hands, call it done, and just do the best I can. So I got to power through putting out my fall stuff. I want it out. I want it on display. I'm going to manifest fall to the best of my ability. Maybe I'll make a simmer pot for the morning. Have a nice morning simmer pot. And just make sure I've turned it off before noon. Do the best I can, I guess. The sun's definitely setting. Like the sun's gone just after supper time. So like the sun's doing its job on a normal rotation. I just don't we're not cooling off enough. It's a problem for this human who runs warm. For people who don't run warm, I am sure they are loving the extra heat length. Fair. Fair. Everyone's got their own. But I think I can do 4 projects this month that are Halloween related. Now, remember, I'm still doing Advent creation in the background because technically I don't show that stuff. I obviously need to do Christmas presents if I can. I need to get my sister's mittens done. So, like, the mittens are still on the agenda. The mallow cardigan's still on the agenda because that also needs to get work on and ideally done. I need to pick up my wood woes and get it to the point where it's roundy knitting on the body because I'm in the car for 8.5 hours to get to Saskatoon. And it's a 2 hour-ish drive from Saskatoon to Regina. I think it's around the 2 hour marker. It's like either just over or just under 2 hours by a bit. And that is perfect car knitting. So I need to pick that shoulder yoke situation up and I need to get through the yoke and I need to be split for the sleeves because that would be primo car knitting. Either that or let's be hopeful. Let's channel our inner Louise together. We're all going to do this. We're going to be optimists. I will get my to-do list done and I will cast on my Halloween sweater and I could put that in the car as card knitting. We're going to send out some good universal vibes. We're going to manifest our will here. We're going to just focus in on what we want. And what we want to be working on is Halloween sweater in the car, which means I will magically get through my to-do list, which is just a lot of hard work. And it's fair. I made it the to-do list. So like it is an arbitrary goal I set for myself and I did it in hardcore mode. It's me. It's all on me. I made it. I established the parameters in the timeline and I said, so we'll see. We'll see. I might buck the trend of past Jocelyn and just cast on anyway. I don't think any of you guys would stop me, would you? But I think that's it. Yeah, I got the Halloween projects planned. We did good with brioche month. We got 2 finishes. I need to go take some artful photos so I can post them on Instagram. I have to be careful. Like I want to tag Louise and the Fiber Friends, but I also don't want to be entered for anything. I don't like entering draws for prizes. I really feel like for me, the prize is making the thing. So like I don't want to do that. Oh, maybe I do it, tag it, and then remind Louise I don't want to be counted for anything. That might work. That should work. I gotta do Ko-Fi. I gotta put my office together. It's such a mess in here. My brain can't function. I am overwhelmed with the volume of garbage and stuff on my floor. So it's not garbage, it's my own stuff. It's yarns, it's stacks of board games, it's stacks of there's just everywhere. There's stuff everywhere, and I don't like it. It's making my brain hurt. I need to do a seasonal change, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that last acorn squash I got this week. I made a stuffed acorn squash with mushrooms and wild rice and lentils with the first acorn squash, and French kiss, super tasty. But I don't want to repeat that for the second acorn squash. I need to think of something else I'm going to do with that. And I did put on my to-do list to get caught up on the videos I want to record, since obviously I'm going to have to pre-record videos before I leave and schedule them to go out while I'm gone. So that's a big to-do too. Also, I just added to the list. Watched it happen just now. My brain just went, oh wait, you have more work than you thought you did. Yikes. Okay. Okay. We're putting the brain on the hook this week. We're going to finish that front panel this week. I may or may not put a sweater on the needles this week. Now we're gonna say it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna vibe positivity. I'm gonna get everything done. The sweater will go on the needles this week, and I think I will make the eyeball bouquet or the handkerchief cowl, Halloween cowl, the secret crafting project with Louise for the week, which I think covers everything, right? We do have the craft around the world going on. Since obviously I didn't make Sweater Babes sweater, I can use the Talia vest as my American designer. So I've sort of pivoted and switched a little bit that way. I do need to put the Talia vest on, but if we're honest, it needs to go on the needles the moment I find the project bag. And I need to find the project bag tonight. Like, I need to have this office squared away. Jude, how are you? Absolutely. We do have the Granny Zoom actually right after this, from my perspective. I've got a little bit of a break. And then at 2 o'clock my time, which is 3 o'clock Louise's time, we will be doing the Zoom chat. So up here shortly, Jude, we got the Zoom call coming in. I'm going to see if I can put some more yarn away between things. I really wanted this done before I went live. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll make do. It's a thing. But I think that works. I think that works for goals. Finish the front panel this week. So I can pick up the lace chart next week, because I'm still home next week for the mallow cardigan. So I could work on the back lace chart for the mallow cardigan, so long as my front panels are done. I have to put the Talia on the needles the moment I find the project bag. Right now, what's holding me back is I don't know where the project bag is. To be fair, that's not unusual for me. And then my October cast-ons, I'm going to start with the brain, because we need a brain. And then I'm going to do my Halloween sweater, because I will get my work done. I will get all of my work done. I will be caught up, and I will be okay to do a DK weight color work yoke sweater. Let's be honest, because I'm going to be using the Slutty Pumpkin colorway, I'm obviously doing the pumpkin charts. I am obviously making a pumpkin sweater. I feel like that goes without saying, right? Jude, life is always lifing for me, and 90% of the time I've done it to myself. I am also fueled on butter tarts and a muffin, so like I'm slightly oversugared. So focusing is really hard right now, because my body's like, we gotta move. Which, I did it to myself. Do I have regrets? Absolutely not. Properly made traditional butter tarts are amazing. They're so good. However, don't eat them if you're diabetic, because it's just butter and brown sugar, and it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm wondering if Louise may. Well, Louise said she had a thing, so she was going to be doing the Zoom call from her car. So I wonder if she was trying to get everything done, and then she'll remember to send the links just before she leaves, or if she'll be sending us the email with the link from her phone in her car. I don't even know if she knows how to do that. I'm gonna text a prompt for her, Jude. I'll check my emails at the end of the live, and they still haven't gone out. I'll send a text going, "Hey, are we still doing this today?" I'll check on that for you, Jude. We'll see if we can figure it out. I also don't normally check for Louise links till like 15 minutes before said event, so I'm bad for checking in with Louise to make sure everything's going okay. But that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. What we all need to take away from this is I did not start or fall down a making brioche pumpkin hole, which absolutely could have happened to me this month. I got 2 Christmas gifts done. Technically, it's a 3 Christmas gift collection, but that's fine. We are well on our way. The niece asked for a a dragon stuffy. My mom asked for a vest. My dad's getting a new hat. And I need to get through all of that before the 1st of December, because I am going to try to crank out super fast a couch throw for my brother-in-law in his favorite sports team colors, which is the Chicago Bears. I don't actually own any yarn in Chicago Bear colors. Not true. I own 3/4 of a ball of brown. not, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's nowhere near enough. So, first step, secure the yarn for the brother-in-law. Second step, see if I can crochet a couch throw from the 1st of December till Christmas. Probably not, but we're going to try. So it's totally a thing. You know, Jude, funerals are hard. Jude, your brain just kind of goes to mush for a while when you have to do funeral stuff. It's just the way it is. I know. I just recently did the funeral things. It's not. It is stressful. It's hard on everybody. More so for people who are closer to the person who passed than for people who were farther away from the person who passed. I don't know why. I just know that's how it works for me. And it's an unfun part of life that you do. So I'm glad that you got through it, even if, your brain's a little mushy. That's fine. Your brain will come back when it's ready. As far as I know, you can't rush that process. I've tried. It doesn't work for me. If you find a way to rush that process, if you could let me know, that would be great. I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, I think that's it. I think we're done. We opened up the October yarn early, which is how we put the Halloween cowl on the list, which is how we kind of dropped a project I didn't talk about because we're not going to be making that. I don't got time. But I think that's a good plan for the October spooky season. Don't worry, I'll get derailed. I'm putting yarn away. So something will happen between now and Monday, and I'll have changed all of my plans. Because of course I will. Whatever. It's fine. Oh my God, Stephen West's MCAL starts this week. Son of a water buffalo. And I'm going to do the brioche ripple as a sort of cheerleading thing. Oh, this month. Okay. Jude, I can't imagine sleeping 48 hours straight. That was 48 hours is a lot, Jude. I mean, 12 hours sleeps make my hip hurt. Also make my ankle and my knee hurt. So like I can't even do a 12-hour sleep without being in pain. Never mind 48 hours. That's an impressive sleep. Oh, you've got me beat hands down. I couldn't do that much sleeping. I could do like that much in like 8-hour stretches with like 2 to 3 hours wake time. But I'd have to get out of bed. I'm a side sleeper. So I throw my hips out if I'm not careful. That is so much sleeping. Holy jeez. 2, 1. The plan's already gone and I haven't even hung up on this live yet. I have to somehow fit in a brioche ripple wrap into that plan for the month. Okay. I do this to myself. That's the kicker. All right. I am going to say goodbye. I'm going to do an outro before I find something else I need to be working on. Because I don't need extras. I do not need extras. Guys, I hope you all have a good week. I hope you will have a good crafting week, whatever your crafting plans and goals are. It's always good and fun. Hopefully you are free next Sunday to join me live. And until then, I'm going to say I'm Jocelyn. This is the Northern Mist Podcast. And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget to craft.